Hello everybody, my name is Leo and in this video we will share a direct comparison between guitar-oriented audio interfaces that are perfect companions for our phone, tablet or computer amp modeling plugins. The interfaces we are gonna compare are the xSonic xTone Pro, the MeloAudio Tone Shifter Mega and the IK Multimedia Stomp IO. First of all, we will share a direct comparison chart comparing the main technical characteristics of the three units. Then we will hear some audio to verify if the sound quality changes according to the interface used. And finally, as usually, I will give you my 2 cents. So please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell, it would be of a great help. Let's start with the comparison chart. We will now check the differences between the three audio interfaces among the following parameters: number of inputs and outputs, phantom power availability, number of foot switches and expression pedals, MIDI availability, ADA conversion, dynamic range extension, USB characteristics, special feature available in each of the unit, what it is provided within the box, power dimension, weight and price. We have 1/4 inch input and 1 XLR input in the xTone Pro, 2/4 inch inputs and 1 XLR input in the Tone Shifter, and 1 combo input that can handle both 1/4 inch and XLR in the Stomp IO. Here I would give a thumbs down to the iRig because it has less inputs and also because you cannot use it to profile amps with the GE Labs that requires 2 different inputs, at least 1/4 inch for your guitar and 1 XLR for the microphone. As regards output, they all have an headphone out, the iRig has 2 balanced outputs, the Tone Shifter has 2 balanced outputs and an XLR out, while the xTone has 2 unbalanced outputs, as far as understood, and 1 XLR. Here I would give a thumbs down to the xTone Pro, as you cannot have a stereo balanced output that is pretty useful in live situation to use longer cables bringing out stereo signal without noise. The xTone has a balanced output, but it is mono and cannot bring our stereo effects. They all offer the possibility to power an external microphone, so they are basically on pair. The xTone has 6 foot switches and an input for an external expression pedal. The Tone Shifter has 8 foot switches and 2 inputs for expression pedals, while the Stomp IO has 4 foot switches, 2 inputs for external controllers and a built-in expression pedal. Actually, the Stomp IO is the only one with a built-in expression pedal. So I would give a thumbs up to both the Tone Shifter and the Stomp IO, as the Tone Shifter offers a lot of foot switches and the Stomp IO is the only interface with a built-in expression pedal. They all offer separated MIDI in and out. The xTone and the Tone Shifter have a 24-bit 192 conversion rate, while the Stomp IO has 24-bit 96 kHz converters. Now here, honestly, I wouldn't actually think that from 96 to 192 kHz there are drastic differences. I think that it is just marketing, in order to have bigger numbers. Actually, I record always at 48 kHz. The dynamic range of the xTone is the higher one, while the Stomp IO has the lower one. This basically tells us that the xTone has the best converters, even if the difference with the Tone Shifter is almost negligible. So I will give a thumbs up to the xTone and the Tone Shifter. The xTone offers a USB Type-B connection, the Tone Shifter both Type-B and micro USB connection. If I understood it well, the micro USB should be used if you need to power the unit, for instance without connecting it to a computer via Type-B USB. And the Stomp IO has a Type-B connection and a DIN proprietary connection to be used with the provided cable to be connected to the iOS devices. Strange choice here, as both xTone and Tone Shifter does not need this specific port, but they can just be used using standard USB. As regards special features, I would mention the $20 redeem code included in the xTone to be used to buy Bias FX, the LCD screen present only in the Tone Shifter, along with the place to put your phone or tablet, that is a pretty handy feature of the Tone Shifter, and the Amplitude Deluxe license provided with the Stomp IO with a placement to put your tablet or phone, like the Tone Shifter. Now, the lack of this type of placement in the xTone is the primary reason why I would give a thumbs down to the xTone. As regards things that you get included in the box, I would say that the xTone has the most complete and useful package, as it offers the camera connection kit and also USB Type-B to Type-C conversion cable, so it can be easily attached to an iPhone or an iPad Pro or any device with Type-C ports. As regards power, the tone shifter is the only one that does not come with DC input. The Stomp IO, on the other hand, is the only one that cannot be powered, just connecting it to your iPad. So I will give a thumbs up only to the xTone. As regards dimension and weight, the xTone is the smaller and lighter, and the tone shifter is very close, where the iRig Stomp IO is much bigger and heavier. As regards prices, the xTone is the cheaper, but I found it available only from Alibaba and having to pay for taxes and duties. So finally the price is very similar to the one of the tone shifter. That can also be found at cheaper prices than the one in the website in Amazon actually. Summarizing the red and green thumbs, we have 11 greens and 3 reds for the xTone, as for the tone shifter, and 6 green and 8 reds for the Stomp IO. So, according to my comparison chart, the xTone and the tone shifter are slightly better than the Stomp IO. Of course, each feature could have a different importance for you, so you may prefer the Stomp IO just because it is the only unit with a built-in expression pedal. But if you just algebraically sum the red and green, the tone shifter and the xTone are better options. Now, final considerations here. As regard sound quality and latency, well, they are all fine. There are no specific reasons, in my opinion, to choose one over the other. I know that xTone has better ADA converters, but honestly the sound differences are negligible. On the other hand, in my opinion, the tone shifter has more to offer. It has more ins and out, it has more foot switches, you can easily add an external expression pedal, like the one I use, that is the DOD Mini expression pedal. Maybe, if you don't want to carry around an external expression pedal, you may want to get the Stomp IO. But I don't think it would be a killer issue, and I would prefer the highest number of foot switches of the tone shifter over a built-in expression pedal. And please notice that if you want to make amp profiles with the GE Labs app, you cannot use the iRig Stomp IO, as you need 2 inputs, one XLR and one normal 1/4 inch. So finally, all in all, well, I would go with the tone shifter, considering that in any case you can go wrong with neither of the 3. Now let me please know your opinions. Which one would you get? Is there any killer feature or one of these audio interfaces that make you lean toward a specific unit? Please let me know in the comment below. I really think that your comments are important and that can help other guitarists who want to buy one of these units to choose the right one according to their needs. And of course you can add more information, enrich this comparison, correct it if there is something wrong or if you have other info that I have not mentioned. All your comments are welcome. These were my final 2 cents. We have now reached the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did it, please subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell and leave a thumbs up. It would be of great help, and you won't miss my future videos. Thank you for watching, see you in the next video. Bye bye.